You're now listening to Sleep Time's Over.
Sleep time is over, baby.
Listen up, everybody, as you tune to this podcast. Sleep time's over, come closer to get the raw facts. Zach Moore's hosting on the show, for sure. Reporting live from Hawaii, that's the dope, you know. Talking reminiscing about the good old days and the now. Sipping on it old-fashioned at the room at Eyebrow. We on location worldwide, on your stereo tech. On your phone, on the pad, but guaranteed all fresh. Reviewing music and the nuisance that the media miss. But got the blueprint with the newness that the people will take. Good old America ain't ready for that island of slang. Sleep time is over, give a toast up to the rest of the gang. To your tribe or the vibe or the click on the mission. Suggest you dive cause we live on transmission. Listen, he got the voice that got the locals on vote. Zach Moore's for mayor, but for now, lock it in for the show. Hey.
Sleep time's over! Live from Harrys Hardware Emporium! We got tonight, Dave Newman! Cocktail demonstration by the one and only Max Ham! Cocktail panel including El Presidente Daniel Bruce, Kyle Rudolph, Kohara, on the ones and twos, DJ Freeze, your host tonight, DJ Saxon.
So yeah, I thought about doing that, running in, you know, doing the high five situation, but then I thought, no, that's gonna be too cheesy. But here we are, speaking of new things. We are here live at Harrys Hardware. The Lord Flores is here to my right with always the incredible, get up to the Lord Flores, everyone, he's the 5 mic. Always the great entrance that you always give, and probably, I guess we have to start right off the bat, why are we here? For the people that don't know, we do this little program called Sleep Time's Over, and we do it over at your establishment. The Lord's establishment is the Highbrow Room. Yep. Shout out to that Lower Beer Company.
True. I needed a night off,
and
though.
Lucky you. So we usually do the show there. Strangely, we've been here before. In January of 2018, we were in Harrys Hardware. We did it with no one here. We did it during like the day. And then we did a tour. It's all on where the show is, YouTube, for the video. Thank you to everybody listening to the audio as well, Spotify, iTunes, all that stuff. DJ Freeze is here. The whole crew is here where we do the weekly show, and it's only fitting that we celebrate. Let's call it the appreciation of Harrys Hardware.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
We love the cocktail industry, aka we like to drink, aka we're not alcoholics, but we enjoy it. And it's only fitting that we go to this place of the great man known as Dave Newman, the creator. Where's Dave? I can't even see, it's so dark. Dave is here. Hey, all right. Shout out to Dave Newman. Let's just, off the bat.
Dave Newman.
There'll be a lot of Dave Newman, all Dave, all night tonight. So, Dave, be ready. And why are we here as well? Because 2 years ago, this place, for the people that don't know, is next door to a great establishment known as Pine and Jigger. This was the offshoot. This was the, I guess, the brainchild of this man. Now, he explained it in the previous episode of how the creation of this, we can go into it again tonight, but Ben, what is your take as far as the speakeasy industry, as far as the cocktail industry, you being in the game? Here we are in a said place like this. What are you thinking?
I don't think you can have a conversation about the cocktail industry without including the names of Dave Newman, without including the names of Pine and Jigger, without including the names of Harrys Hardware.
Yeah.
These were all programs that completely changed everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I've been see, I don't want to say this. This just sounds weird. Like, I've been a drinker. I've always been a drinker. But I've been a drinker since like 2010. And I first history of myself knowing Dave Newman, where he used to be the bar manager at Nobu, when Nobu was in Waikiki.
Yeah, right.
And it was an interesting spot because, as you know, Nobu, you got to get your cash. You throw the hundreds of dollars on the ground because you're automatically spending $500. You ain't coming out cheap on that one.
That's
right?
not even counting parking.
Not even counting parking, which is valet at Halekulani, all right? So we have to do, what we got?
Noble Days.
Yes.
Give me some money.
in the special offshoot
Even just
edition.
by mentioning the
I think it's
name,
in
you
this
gotta pay
camera.
him.
Yes, Dave Newman just gave me a gesture. Yes, but you throw the money on the ground because you're not getting happy hour for the loss at Nobu, but you're gonna go there, and there was interesting cocktails that you wouldn't expect at a Japanese restaurant, and one of them was the business.
Right.
And I was like, what is this? This is a cool name for a drink, and lo and behold, it was there. Kind of just got suckered in from that. There was the smoking gun. I mean, we're going to get into this because we're going to be at Pine and Jigger next month, but it was that cocktail creativity at Nobu that drew me to this gentleman. He leaves to go open Pine and Jigger. I asked the Nobu people where did he go. He went to open up another bar. I'm like, okay, shit. And then I find out in the paper the next day, this man, former Nobu manager, opens Pine and Jigger. Off we went. And that's kind of started the whole explosion for myself of how, which led me to all the different places, all the panel discussion. We're going to be talking to Kyle Rudner is here.
Correct.
We're going to be talking get with the Kyle Rudner. Yes, hashtag F that guy. And then we've got Daniel Bruce is here as well. He's head of the guild. The USB Avengers themselves. They're a motley crew, but it's all of that. It's all of that camaraderie that just led us to this very sad evening, and it's quite monumental, man. I tell you, like, and let me meet yourself. That's kind of how the path of it goes, and everybody knows each other in this whole bar industry, cocktail industry, and
yeah, it's a very small community. I mean, everybody says, "Oh, small island." Everybody knows each other, but then within that small island is an even smaller, cocktail community. And one thing that I love about the cocktail community here is that there's a very friendly sense of camaraderie and friendly competition.
Yep.
Everybody's not grabbing to say, I want all your business. We all want business. But constantly, at my establishment, I get people coming in saying, hey, we were referred to by Dave Newman at Harry's, and he said, you should go check this place out. And vice versa. And I think that's something really special about here.
That's a great point you bring up because for people that may be new to the show, we feature a lot of local hip hop. A lot of local hip hop artists, and the music scene, and different types of other scenes. And of all of them, I see the most supportive of each other seems to be the cocktail industry. Everybody's got their back, and I've seen that as a person, as just a consumer. Everybody's supporting everybody. Everybody's friendly with everybody. You don't see the egos going in the way because everybody's just not paranoid of the situation. Where like in other genres there could be possible paranoia. So that's pretty much one of the biggest draws for myself anyway, of just how you guys interact with each other and how the personalities and how personable all of you are.
I mean,
that's really it.
Again, it's such a small community. We're all family, and we'll get into a little more, I'm sure, later on. On how important this place is and how important it is, for our community to lose something like this.
So, with that said, it's only time to bring on the man who's going to overtake this entire program as he's looking inside a box for something. Mr. Dave Newman, are you ready to go? Yeah. Let's bring him on in, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Newman!
Here we are.
Woo!
With entrance music, Dave, we're trying to figure out what kind of entrance music to give you. Especially that we won't get copyright claimed on YouTube. That's a thing. Here he is. Dave, you're gonna sit in the middle here. Let's hold this here. Watch out. First party file, though. You good? You good? Okay. Sir, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for having us. Second time.
Oh, it's been
Do you remember?
years.
It was January of 2018. We were in here.
It's crazy.
Now, when did officially this spot open?
So we weren't incredibly ready to open, but
Yeah.
because it was December 5th, which is Repeal Day, the day they ended Prohibition in 1933.
Right.
We opened that night and just kind of faked it till we made it.
Right, just a lot of Fernet for everybody. Just shots for everybody. Just
Hi.
Come on
Fernet.
in. Yeah, got it. So what has transpired since then? Let's give a review, a summary of then to now. What can you say?
A lot of Fernet.
Got that right. Shout out to people who drink that. It's either you like it or you don't. Palate cleanser. So along with that, late nights, cookies, milk, for people who don't know.
I wanted to create a space that was incredibly welcoming, really, really comfortable. If you sit in our bar stools, you're sitting in the chairs here. It's meant for you to be here and hang out for a while.
Yep.
And we're not trying to jam you, cocktails down your throat. We can if you want. But,
Right.
we want you to actually sit
You will.
down and have an experience more than just sitting down and having a cocktail. So the things that we do, you mentioned cookies at the end of the night. It's a tribute to a bar in New York called Employees Only.
Yes.
If
Shout
you make
out.
it to the last call at Employees Only, which is 4 o'clock in the morning, everybody in the bar gets this really comforting cup of chicken noodle soup.
Wow. There you go.
And one time when I visited, I may have been drinking since 10 a.m.
I'm not surprised.
And I felt like that cup of soup saved my life.
Wow.
So when I opened this bar, I wanted to do something similar. We decided to not completely rip them off, and we do straight out of the oven chocolate chip cookie and a shot of milk. And it's just our
That's
way
nice.
of saying thank you for being here with us at the end of our evening.
Right. And for the people that didn't catch it before, what led to the idea, the name, the whole situation of Harrys Hardware?
So when we first opened Pint and Jigger 8 years ago, the number one complaint from our guests was that $10 was way too much to pay for a cocktail. Obviously, an incredible amount has changed in that almost decade. And at the point 2 years ago when we opened, I felt like Hawaii was ready to actually have those kind of experiences. We did as much as we could at Pint and Jigger to accommodate that, and we haven't raised our prices since we've opened on the cocktail side. But there are amazing whiskeys that are in the $12 to $15 range.
Right.
They're not the best in the world, but they're really good.
Right.
So we wanted to do everything we possibly could elevated in this space. So we make our own ice. We have a door that hides the food coming in, so you're not constantly
Right.
opening the door to the kitchen.
That's a game changer right there. Is that first of for the people that don't know? There's that door with the bell, not the bell, the light, the light. Thank you. The light that comes out, food comes in. That's a mainland thing that you don't see. You brought a lot of innovative things that kind of just were the first for Hawaii.
Thank you. We wanted to do a barrel aging program, cocktails on tap, speed up the cocktail service so people weren't waiting so long for a drink, but
Yep.
still be able to produce an amazing cocktail.
Right.
So, and then 2 years went by, and the police credit union purchased our building, and they told Jimbo that he had to go. And
So the
because
people
I
that don't
follow
know.
Jimbo, I'm leaving
Yeah.
as well.
For the people that don't know the reason of why they are leaving, this was summer last year. When was the
Yeah.
first? This was Hawaii Business News.
The Pacific businesses.
They knew before you did.
Yeah, I woke up to a lot of text messages. It was.
Right.
Yeah, I actually thought
Terrible
somebody.
way to find
I thought
out.
somebody died. But
You're homeless.
You're out. The coppers, I tell you what. So, for the people that don't know, so Pine and Jigger, that's going to be closing in March, but Harry's final.
final night will be March 24th. We're going to open that Monday and Tuesday.
Right.
Not nights we're normally open. It's going to be a free-for-all. We're not taking reservations. Just come in, have a drink, say goodbye, watch me puddle.
Wow. And strangely, that is going to be the night of, gosh, this might be a riot that night, the final Pine and Jigger show, where we're going to be out there.
Oh man.
So someone might die. Call the cops. No pun intended. So there-
69 deaths.
Oh, you
69 people dying.
69 deaths.
Someone's dying,
You
Dave.
threw in an NWA reference.
Thank you. Dave.
That was terrible.
How's
Good
that?
catch. Good catch.
Did you see that coming, everyone? Okay. That's going to be a crazy night. I didn't realize that that's the final night for Harry, so it'll be open and, oh, God. Okay, get
Yeah.
ready. Get ready for that one.
And then the last night for Pine Jigger will be the 27th.
27, got it. Wow, so that's going to be a heavy hitter.
It should be fun. Should be fun.
Yeah. Ooh. Someone could possibly. Ben, what do you think is over under and who's going to really go down hard? What's the bet we got here? Freeze, you gonna be? Are you gonna make it, Freeze? I don't know. When you said 4 a.m. and chicken noodle soup, I was thinking that's like you, right? That's like your night.
And milk, let's go.
You will probably eat many. So it's so strange with the whole closing thing because I wanted to touch on that because all these places closing down, like Yamagen down the street. You guys, Yamagen, if you guys go to the Japanese restaurant, it's been there forever since a kid. And then of course we have Hooters, Gordon Beer's closing, which we go weekly, and no we don't.
You go weekly to Hooters?
I've never been to Hooters.
You just said you go weekly.
I feel you missed an
sarcasm.
opportunity for a different kind of show.
Missed the boat there, didn't we? But we're getting Olive Garden. Huh, local people? Dave, don't you like Olive Garden?
Sort of
Don't
like my
clap,
vibe.
freeze. Okay, you got it.
Everyone's stoked. Listen to everybody. They're
All
so
the local
stoked.
people, they love it. Mai Tai's closed. Free bread. Yeah, you,
Salad and carbs.
never mind the
Please.
mokes, the sluts. They're all going to be crying, but then we get free bread. So go figure. Go figure. It's give or take. But yes, sad situation. But this is not the end, though. We're not looking at this as the end, right? We're looking at this as we're just the evolution. We're changing. So, where do you can you spill the beans on anything right now? As it exclusive?
We're really close.
Okay.
We're really, really close. And we're going to be nearby. I signed an NDA, so but we're close.
Oh, is it like in 3 weeks? You're gonna tell us, or you guys got that joke? Smile at that.
Oh, wait, we should
Some
throw
people
it back
got-
to the 2-week reference.
Yeah. 3 weeks. Gonna be 3 weeks.
I
Guys.
set you up for
Any
that one.
minute.
Okay.
Any minute.
So for
It comes in a punch bowl.
months before Harry's open, you would ask this man. We ask him when's Harry's opening. He's out of 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Every time, and then he would go right.
4 months later.
I remember the blessing when we finally had the blessing at Pine and Jigger. The Kahuna guy comes out. Oh, what you doing over? What's just another bar next door. When gonna open? And you told you told Kahuna, said, you know what? Leave me alone. So you're really strong on that. So I'm not gonna push that further of when the new location will open. But okay, you're close.
We're close.
All right.
I'm holding my breath for 3 weeks.
Wow, that'll take us to March. That'll be something.
Up next year.
Stay tuned. So tonight, though, we're gonna do something else as far as like the evolution of things. That we're gonna have you two gentlemen join Kyle Rudner, Daniel Bruce in our first ever the Hawaii Cocktail State of the Union discussion. I don't think that's ever been done. Where all you guys are just gonna talk about, I don't know.
I don't think it's ever been called that either.
Right, I've just totally pulled that out of my ass.
Guaranteed.
Avengers
is
assemble. Right. You guys can discuss the industry, past, present, future, possibly. That's gonna be a hoot. Huh?
Yeah.
We're gonna go cover that one. Ben, you're gonna be a part of that one. And special for just to mention for the crowd, Angels Envy is a brand that you are. Talk to us about Angels Envy for a second.
So I knew that I was going to be homeless at the end of the month, and I was going to need a job. No, I'm just kidding. Angels Envy Bourbon came back to Hawaii in July. They were here briefly about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
They threw an amazing event for the Bartenders Guild and a lot of bartenders around town. I got to meet the family and everybody and was just incredibly impressed. They were looking for somebody to represent the brand here, so I threw my name in a hat, and now that's my job. It's
Wow.
amazing.
Keep it employed. Good.
Staying employed.
Yes.
That's my job.
That's my job.
Well, no unemployment standing alliance for you. You just automatically took care of it. Very good. Very good for that. So then let's go take a break here, and then let's get ready for Max Cam is going to be here. Max Cam with the cocktail demonstration.
Ladies and gentlemen!
Yes. Get ready. Everyone's favorite. Wait to see this for the people that don't know him. Wait till you see him on camera. Everyone, he's one of the cleanest looking, Yakuza. Sign him up. And then we're going to have the panel discussion thereafter. Dave Newman, everyone. Harrys Hardware. We're here live. Let's take a break. We are back yet again for the cocktail demonstration time. Live at Harry's, in case you haven't figured it out, with, now I mentioned this earlier, check out this guy right here, right? Now tell me if you watch Magnum PI. I'm going home. Max Cam is here, everyone. Give it up for Max Cam. Constantly in the weeds. Great IG name. Why is that? Are you always a busy guy?
I'm just constantly in the weeds. I'm always catching up, always playing catch up. That's my thing. So,
Got it. That
I'm
works.
not gonna lie about it.
That works. So what we got tonight, sir? What do we have? What do you got in store?
So tonight I'm doing a cocktail, basically a tequila-based cocktail, and it is a riff off of a cocktail called the Crop Top.
Yes.
It was created by Devin Harvey. I think it was back in 2013, and I believe it was during her stint at the Varnish in LA.
Oh, nice.
And so basically her idea was to create a cocktail that was a riff off of the last word. And in my thoughts, all cocktails are basically something that happened before.
It's like right?
Just a different variation of it. You're a sports guy, so it's kind of like a team, a lineup, You're
Right.
constantly switching players out and
Switching
moving around
around.
until you find
So like last word is
balance or...
is that a gin? Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's a classical gin cocktail.
Okay, right.
It's been around forever.
Okay.
And I love the cocktail, and I loved what she did with her version, which was going to be gin, Montenegro and pamplemousse, and rather than lime, she's doing lemon. So basically, I love the idea of this, the Montenegro and the pamplemousse. Pamplemousse is a nice French grapefruit liqueur, and then the Montenegro is a nice Italian bitter liqueur.
Right.
This has a lot of sort of like cinnamon and like baking chocolate notes, and the grapefruit comes through really strong. And back in the day, Don the Beachcomber made a mix called the Don Mix, which is basically grapefruit juice and cinnamon.
And I got to shout out this. This is still on the menu at Harry's. You do the Montenegro ice cube.
The Never Ending Story.
The Never Ending Story. The movie sucks, but it's a great drink.
Okay, easy.
It's
I'm gonna tell you right now.
For each their own.
But I don't want to start a war about this.
But yeah,
it's a great drink though.
We do a fun one called The Never Ending Story with Montenegro and a cold brew coffee ice beer that we make. And
okay, right.
It's very simple, but it just works really well together.
I'm gonna get yelled at here. Isn't there like part 2 of the Never Ending Story? Like
yeah, so I mean, for the most part, we like to tell people, drink it slowly, let the coffee melt a little bit, let it develop. Nobody listens to us and they just shoot it like a shot and they're like, oh, that was good, but I still have this coffee sphere. So we offer the next chapter refill where we just pour more Montenegro over the same cube for just a little bit of a discounted price.
Let's keep drinking.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it. What we got?
So anyhow, yeah, so I was thinking to myself, I was like, the Montenegro, the pamplemousse should be a really nice flavor combination, and I think it will work with tequila because back at my other job back in the day, we used to do a Paloma with a cinnamon syrup.
Oh, yeah.
And it worked out really well. So I just thought to myself, let's plug and play. We'll do a little tequila instead of gin. And
right, experimentation.
I'm going to do lime rather than lemon
about.
because I want a little more punch.
Right.
And I also like to add just a touch of a fresh grapefruit peel into the shaker.
Oh. Do you need me to do anything? Do you want me to? You have a knife for me or anything? You want me to cut anything?
I don't want you to have a knife.
Peel, set something on fire?
No,
There's no fire.
I think we're going to be all right. I'm a safety first
guy.
guy.
I'm just going to be here and just look concerned here. This will be a shaken.
This is a shaken cocktail, yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to do 2 ounces of Fortaleza Blanco. Lots of times when you're doing like a last word style cocktail, it's all equal parts. But Dave is my teacher and he drinks a lot, so we go heavier on the tequila. And then we're going to do, but we are going to do equal parts of the Montenegro as well as the pamplemousse.
I think Dave did look over here when you said that, so good job.
Oh yeah.
Well done. Really
getting fired in 5 minutes.
Well, in fact, you guys are all going to be fired in March, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you know. I like to, even though it's constantly in the weeds, I like to get a head start on things.
Maybe you won't be in the weeds come March.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely. Maybe a little Add the weeds have been.
We got all the ingredients in there, and then we're just going to give this guy
here we go. Watch
a nice, good solid shake.
Give it a see. Go.
Okay, Travis, I'm flying it. You're doing it right.
You're doing fine. But you have that stern look. You know, when you do the shaking, you're supposed to. When I watch Bar Rescue, you're supposed to look at everybody, smiling.
There we go.
But it's a good stern. It's original look.
That's what we're going.
The Lord knows about the shaking, maybe.
Yeah, I will say, hands down, Max has the prettiest shake and stir in the game.
How about that?
I'm excited. Thank you.
All the rest of us, we're just getting
out of here.
done. Yeah, get out.
Power rankings of shaking.
You can't make it taste good, try to make it look good. Why not?
Put that on your resume.
There you go. It's on my Tinder profile.
We might show that later tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, let's see the description you have there.
I like to give it a little fine strain. I like it to be just kind of nice, smooth texture. No extra ice chips in there.
Yeah.
And then, again, to play with the grapefruit sort of thing, I like to just add a nice little mist of
the mist coming out there.
Fresh grapefruit oil.
We're on HD here.
And that's it.
Oh, and that's it?
That's it.
Okay. And once again, the name of this is...
I don't have a name for it.
We don't have a name?
I literally came up with this.
Okay, so this is the fun, right? Because
2 nights ago.
we can come up with names of these things. That's the fun when you ask for bartender's choice.
Yep.
And you make a whiskey whatever, tequila whatever. You can come up with
That's so much of what this job is here at Harry's. I mean, so many great cocktails on the menu, but everybody just is kind of like gonna roll the dice and put it in your hands. So.
Well, look, we have time now, Max. Can you think of something now?
If you'd like to, I'm sure you got some great ideas.
I think you nailed it. It's roll of the dice.
Yeah, roll of the dice.
Wow, sleep time.
Yeah,
that's it. I was gonna say El Guapo or something. Okay, here we go. It is like a tangy kind of a. See, I'm a fan of grapefruit, so I'm gonna be. I don't know if people are into the grapefruit tart, but I love it. So it's like a. I always go back to paper plane. Everything seems to be like
Again,
but it's like that kind of style.
Everything's kind of based off of another cocktail. So
Right.
absolutely.
Clean. It's not harsh.
Yeah, it's an easy drinker, and it's one of those things I like to kind of just throw out there. It might be one of my first cocktails that I make for somebody when they're saying, "Oh, I want to do something with tequila," but I'm not getting much info out of them on what exactly they're looking for. You can kind of tell if they enjoy this cocktail. You can kind of guess what to go into next.
No, that's a great point because when getting drunk, you want to start light and then you kind of go into the deeper, darker regions. So Max sets you up well there. So you start light, go dark, and then
blackout. Yeah.
Blackout and then go in an Uber.
Perfect.
Hopefully you pay. So yes, right, man.
Light dark to really dark.
We'll go with the story of where I thought you died at Pint when we get to the Pint show. That was a story for another time. But yo, man, thank you.
Yeah.
Max Cam, everyone. Here he is. Give it up for Max. There you go. Let's take a break.
What?
Hey, here we are. No airborne because there's no Sky Cameron, just FYI. Couple news and notes before we get going here. I wanted to shout out a man that I would see literally every morning, Wednesday morning, building this place up. Hideo Simon, who's not here. I just want to shout out Hideo, one of the owners. Yeah, give it up for Hideo Simon, everyone. If you know, you know. When I used to do the show across the street at the Light Sleeper store, I'd see this man. Oh, Dave's here. I was going to bring you in, Dave. I was going to intro you in again. You deserve another intro. When I would do the show in the morning, this place would be literally opened up, and Hideo Simon is there. He's sanding. He's nailing something in. He's screwing. Let that. And he's always wanting a Diet Pepsi. You guys got right. All right, you guys shut up. So then, yeah, Hideo Simon. Shout out to the man. Hopefully, he'll be here for the Pint farewell. But he built literally. Right, Dave? Like, what did he, along with the bar top, what else did he do here? Everything?
We did the roof, we did the bar top, we did the shelving.
Yeah.
He did the bookshelf by himself. He and I smashed out. Actually, he did the entire the barrel rack over there.
Oh, nice.
He did the air conditioners behind the AC.
Wow. Unbelievable.
The booth percentage.
Unbelievable. And what's also unbelievable is, as you can see, the gentleman to the right of me, we have our first ever cocktail discussion. Look at these guys. This is what sums up Hawaii cocktail industry right now in 2020. Scary, isn't it? So, let's go down the line, and I have to say that this is the thing that as a patron to all of your guys' bars is just to be able to the personality, be able to conversate, be able to just make somebody feel comfortable at a bar. I think it's a very underrated thing. That is for me is why I like to venture out, not only to just drink liquor, but to have conversation. I like to talk, and that is what the camaraderie is. It's just conversation. It's just building the rapport, building relationships with your customers, with your guests, as you call it. And all these men do this, and they have all great knowledge in the cocktail industry. Of course, to my right is the Lord Flores. He is the man at the highbrow room. We do that every week. Yes, you're right over there.
Locking it in.
Right. And then to the.
I think that's what the kids are doing now.
I think so.
I saw that.
Don't do something trending. Right.
I saw it on YouTube.
Right. Okay, before we do a TikTok, let's hold on. So we got to the right of him. We have the man. You're the president, right? What do you call yourself? What's your official title? The USBG. What is that?
Daniel Bruce.
Okay.
Official title.
It's just the guy.
Official title.
Daniel Bruce, Chris, the restaurant roll one. I don't know if you call it restaurant roll anymore, but we still do it. All right, the local people. And then to the right of Mr. Bruce, the man, Kohana Rum's own, Kyle Rutner is here. Give it up for Kyle Rutner and Daniel Bruce, everyone. What are we doing here? Everyone's busy eating cheese and Ebby. And then to the right of Kyle is our friend, Dave Newman.
Yeah.
Wow. Don't get me speechless yet. All right, so welcome everyone. We've never done something like this. I guess let's start from the beginning. Let's go with the pre-cocktail background. Let's back before you guys got all into this situation. And I'm gonna throw it out. Anybody can start first. What were you guys doing before this? Dave, what do you think, Dave?
Yes.
I had a big wheel. It's this old like scooter thing that you pedaled, and then I was a bartender. Honestly, I was going to college in Santa Barbara, and I needed a way to pay for my education. So I worked almost full time. Just worked tending bars down on State Street in Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
So, and before that, I was just a skateboarder. Played junior college basketball.
You had a punk band, right?
Is this before being in the band or during or after?
Nobody believes
Thanks,
me, but
Kyle.
I used to play bass guitar in a straight edge punk band.
You played bass?
In a straight edge band.
Always the bass player, right? Did you get laid though, being the bass player? Usually they don't. So that's really a stereotype that's true.
I hated my drummer a lot.
Wow. See, you learn so much. The drummer gets laid more than the bass player. So, what is the name of the punk band, Dave? Really? We can't even do that? Seriously? Let me tell you this. We got another show in a month. We're going to get this out of you. All right?
10 years to hear this.
Shout out Descendants. I got it. All right. Fine. We'll get it out of you soon enough. Kyle.
I was I refer to myself as a recovering chemist, so that's the deal. I was in graduate school for chemistry and realized I had no chance meeting a pretty woman, so I decided to do the thing that I needed to make sure I met somebody, which was stand far enough away and in the dark and serve them alcohol.
You do that now.
Eventually somebody might smile at me. It never worked, but I tried. Can't really be mad about it.
It's trying that really matters. Right? When it comes to dating.
Then I met Dave.
Oh shit! Right. Right. God, this is gonna get really awkward quick. Daniel, what got you here?
I used to work at Honolulu Bay Nature Preserve, and we did snorkel tours, and we ran a tram that went up and down the hill, and it was amazing until you realize people on vacation went to the beach and they were still miserable pricks.
That's
It
true.
was like, so I wanted to do something that would have people come visit our island and be happy. So I started serving them alcohol, and they were really happy. Till the end of the night, they didn't be miserable pricks. So
Go figure.
it was fun, and then I met Dave.
Wow. See, there's an ending of something, right? This the end game of this whole situation. So the Lord.
When did you
meet Dave? Let's just get to when did you meet this guy?
I did a few things, blah, 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 and then I met Dave.
That sums up the cocktail industry, everyone. All right, good night, everybody. Yeah. So, based off of that, how everybody knows each other once again. Okay, so let's go right into what is the 2020 is here. We're looking at evolution and moving forward. Cocktail industry in 2020. Anybody want to take that one to start off? What's going on? Well, you guys can hold the mic too if you want.
The cocktail industry is now over. I'm gonna let Daniel.
It's ending March 24th. There you go. Is it ending March 24th or the 27th? When is it going to happen?
Well, it starts with that, but after it's our State House of Representatives today, and all their infinite wisdom, decided to pass for judgment to our Senate Bill 2464, which is going to lower the blood alcohol level for a DUI penalty from 0.08 to 0.05.
Wow.
So essentially now, I'll throw this out there in the beginning, I am not an advocate of drinking and driving at all.
Yeah.
I'm okay with the penalties but 0.05 is less than a half of a beer.
Wow.
The effect on the industry is the people that will have one after work, who when you open up at 5, that's your pop on a crowd, that's easy income that comes in and takes care of businesses and takes care of people and their families, will eliminate a portion of that.
Yeah.
Getting that heavy quick.
Well, Pine Digger's closing, let's get sad, right?
Over that.
I could kill it right away.
Then good night again.
Captain Buskill in the house.
No one drinking after this. Oh yeah, so this kid, you told me about this today before we started this. This got passed What's happening here?
It's the House. The House passes it for judgment.
All right.
The Senate still has to pass it.
Okay.
It's just, I mean, like I said, not an advocate for drinking and driving.
Yeah.
But if you look at the statistics, the U.S. American Beverage Institute in Washington, D.C. is highly opposed to this. They have put forth information to our House saying that more accidents, the vast majority of accidents happen at a blood alcohol level of 0.15 and above.
Yeah.
Now, they're also putting down stats that more accidents are happening for people talking on their cell phone than they are being 0.08 or below. So, are we going to give lifelong consequences for people for having one beer and not for people talking on their cell phone? They'll still get the $497 fine, but that's done when you write the check. So, it's just a highly conservative measure for such a liberal government.
Right.
And there's lasting effects that outweigh the penalty.
So what's the end effect? Let's say this goes down. What's going to happen? What do you guys see as a contingency plan to prepare this?
I'll say this: I'm not as frustrated with it on the whole, because I think people are going to adjust and make other decisions. I mean, the beauty of this is at least they let Uber and Lyft and other ride-sharing programs actually take root here instead of ignoring them and telling us now you can only have cabs and this. At least there's the opportunity. The people that it really does hurt are the ones that Daniel actually mentioned, which are that quick Pauhana crowd. You go out for one drink with your coworkers. Now you've got to wait an extra half hour before you go, or you got to make sure you do something else. They're going to be the hardest hit folks. I think everybody else, if you go home before you go out, now it just means we all have to be brighter about using those other options. So I think on the whole, it's actually not that crazy of a situation for the entire business. It's going to hurt a very specific portion, which frankly is all of the fucking lawyers going out for Pauhanas and stuff like that after that.
And all the senators voting on this bill.
Ooh. That's right. Oh, there you go. Shots fired.
I only have one issue with this.
Yeah.
I'm all for people taking alternative transportation when you're drinking. My only issue for this is that there is no way for me as a bartender to be able to judge you as impaired at 0.05.
Right.
There's absolutely impossible.
Yeah.
Like you can absolutely have a normal conversation. You're not going to you're not going to show any signs of intoxication yet.
Yeah.
I could be in trouble for third party responsibility if you go out and have an accident. Unfortunately, something unfortunate happens.
Right.
But I'm all for anything that encourages people to be safer. I mean, we've all had nights, we've all had guests that have been impaired to drive, and they do it anyway. So to get people off the road when they've been drinking, I don't think is I don't think there's anything wrong.
Well, hopefully that is the best case scenario, right? Which would just increase sales for Lyft and Uber. If you look at it in that sense.
I guess I'll clarify my position on that. I'm absolutely okay but I'm more towards not lowering limits, and I'm more towards steeping the penalties. So if you are 0.15, the penalty should be harsher.
Yeah.
You did an accident way over, you should be harsher. So I'm looking at it as you're attacking the wrong part of this.
Right.
You're attacking the minimum when you should be attacking the maximum. You're going after the smallest demographic of this problem, and attack the if you're going to do the same thing with people talking on their cell phones.
Right.
Hit them harder.
Right.
If you want to get rid of something, you make the penalty so steep that it's not a problem.
Right.
So I'm all for keeping. I take Uber everywhere. These gentlemen will tell you. So I'm all for not, having too much driving. But I just attack the appropriate problem, not the minor issue. So
What's the legal blood cell phone level? Have we solidified that?
It should be 60 years old.
Oh, insightful. Was there 69 reference? Okay.
Yeah, there was.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, there was.
Daniel knows.
I'm going back to the original question though, which is where is the cocktail?
Yeah, it was
Oh
kind
man,
of
how we veered.
I knew we get
yeah, you made it all fucking gloomy and shit.
Because it really doesn't matter, because it's all dead, as Dave said. So it doesn't matter.
That's
what
it. Play lunch all day. That's it. Play lunch on water.
No bullshit. It's so much further along than we could have ever thought. This whole stupid experiment worked, and now we have to fucking deal with the mess we made. Thank you. I don't think you actually participated, but
He didn't do shit.
yeah, he didn't. But no, I mean, look at just wander around the fucking road. You have people with cocktail menus that have no business having cocktail menus.
That's
right?
true.
I mean, so like we're in the future. Like this is the deal. You've got you know a whole new world.
So I pose this then, as far as you guys are, it's all made it. As we look at music, and we look at how there's the mainstream culture, you know, there's the underground culture. Is there certain aspects of the cocktail industry that have become the mainstream culture? Is there an underground culture still? Or is everything all mainstream now? It's all out and about, everybody's got a cocktail menu. Or is there something still new that's hidden? That's still waiting to come out?
I think there's still subversive sort of like second tier stuff that people just aren't yet into. There's the guys that are like hyper specific about what they love and what they do. But this is the liquor business. Like it's controlled by a different industry.
Right.
So like, yeah, cocktails are up, but like there's some ownership problems with some of it. So as far as like having different layers, I don't know if we knew that we needed to create that as it was happening. And now we look back and it's hard to go back and separate yourself from some of these things.
Right.
Right. And that's the same progression in music and cocktails. I mean, at one point Nirvana was super like out there and like not mainstream, as was the Moscow Mule.
Right.
At some point, like if you were ordering a Moscow Mule, you were in this incredible minority of people that were like, oh, we're trying some crazy stuff.
Right.
Now it's incredibly mainstream.
Right.
So the next stuff, there's always something on our plate. And like saying like, oh, we're a few years behind in Hawaii. Part of it's true because of distribution. Like Sherry matches our climate incredibly well.
Yeah.
People are just now starting to pick up on it. It's been popular in San Francisco for the last 7 years. Now we're starting to see PetNet starting to show up in Hawaii. It's on a rewind menu in San Francisco.
So then there's that. So
it's there's always something new popping up. And then there's Jarrah. Popping up.
Speaking of Moscow Mules,
Speaking of popping up,
Jarrah, once again, the very first guest of the show. Jarrah's here, everyone's favorite Micronesian. Shout out Micronesia. She is Micronesia, she doesn't look it. Okay, so in regards to... I do, that's the gimmick, that's the shtick, alright? Because she doesn't look it. Okay, Ben? Everyone needs a gimmick. Okay, so with the Moscow, I was gonna say the Micronesia. Wait, can we make that a cocktail? Jarrah, can you do something with that? So, thank you, Jarrah, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jarrah.
Finally a
Jarrah's
woman.
on the panel. Woo!
Let's have a woman on this show, finally. Jesus.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Now the ratings go up.
Thank
Now
God.
we just...
got a little less fat.
Metal just said, keep doing that. Keep doing it with your tongue or something. Okay. Take a shot, might as well.
Take that first, then we'll tell you what it is.
Kyle will tell you what it is later.
So that barley is smoked with sheep dung. It's Icelandic.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so Jarrah, welcome. And let's get your take on what do you see when you're out and about in the cocktail industry. You're working at all these different places. Yeah. Blow later. What? Oh, we're choosing now? Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? All right.
Cheers.
All right. No, this is totally legal.
All day long.
Jarrah, what do you see around the town as a female in the cocktail industry?
What do I see? What?
Around the town, what do you see as you're a bartender? The people that you see, what are they asking for? What do you see as what are you making? The drinks. You making Moscow Mules all day? Is that what you're doing?
No, I don't know.
You making AMFs? Long
I don't
Island?
know. Blended Bloody Mary's a thing, apparently.
That's a thing? Blended Bloody Mary?
I made one. That was an order.
Blended mojitos.
Bloody mojitos?
Oh, blended mojitos.
That could be something else. I'm not even gonna say what I was thinking that we could call it. But, yeah, sorry.
Wait, but the micro mule, that's amazing.
How about it, right? Put that on IG.
That's what I just said.
It's gonna go there. All right, this is where we're going with this, huh? So, I love it, the micro mule. I think. Okay,
It's got a nice ring to it.
right? Okay, so what's going on in the future? What's the next trend? Or does the cocktail industry even have trends? Is it always like recycling? Okay, because I always hear mixed reviews. What do you think of this?
Could be agricole rum.
Is it?
That's very kind to think it's going to be agricole rum, but like let's look at the big picture here, right? Name what was popular in 2005, right? What?
Incredible Hulk.
Incredible.
Wow, that's what I was thinking.
Now
Exactly, I was right there with you.
Let's cosmopolitan ourselves through Sex and the City time, and then
Right.
You finally get to Mad Men and Old Fashions.
Right, you get Manhattans,
You went through a
Fashions.
mojito phase.
Right.
Now you're in.
Right.
We're at the end of the old fashioned thing, so like you gotta keep your eyes open.
Green tea
Right.
shot.
Green.
God, that sounds awful.
That's like the thing now.
Jesus Christ, green
I don't
tea.
know.
Yes,
something.
because I hate something
Something.
as it is, but like
Stints.
peach schnapps. Even more like
Women love green tea. Women love the green tea and the schnapps and matcha and all that shit. Yeah, well, live your best life. But is that where we're headed?
It's the highball. The highball is
Okay.
where we're headed.
Okay.
2 ingredients everywhere you can go.
2 years ago when you went to the beach, what was in the cooler?
Yeah.
It was all beer.
White Claws.
It was all beer.
Go
Show up to the
laws.
beach now. What's in your cooler?
Can something
Truly.
liquor and soda.
Truly.
Yep,
White
Truly's
Claw.
for
White
sure.
Claw.
Yup. You
No
don't bring
calories.
Truly to the
The
beach.
wave thing at the Safeway.
I drink that in the dark at home. I mean, shit. There, Franzia for the win. Is that where we're headed, Dave? Box wines?
No, but like you're talking about trends, but
Box wine's hot right now.
but,
Box wine's trending.
but wine on tap will crush. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
You answered that seriously. That's good.
No bullshit. It's about simplicity. Like,
Okay.
that's what this whole fucking thing is.
All right.
It's, can you do it at home?
One of
Can
the-
you
one
do
of
it
the-
at
Yeah.
the beach? Whatever.
One of the trends I think is coming out too is low ABV and highball. I really think that's where we're headed.
Yeah.
People are getting into low ABV cocktails. They can drink all night, you know. They can slow themselves down.
Can you explain what a low ABV cocktail
Yes,
is?
please.
Why, yes, I can. Alcohol by volume. So some of the liqueurs that we're using are not 80 proof, like your whiskey, your tequila, your gin, your vodka. So things that you can have a few of and not get smashed. And so really good bartenders like Dave Newman.
Yes.
I mean,
Dave checked out. Dave checked out hours ago of
You
this.
lost me at
you
Louis.
lost it. Yeah. I just said it's a trend. I don't say I do it for myself. No. It's, people get real creative with low ABV cocktails and make really good drinks that people can sip on, so their patrons can enjoy for a longer period of time without cutting their night short. You know, they're not all bartenders, so they can't drink till 7 a.m.
So there's something about bringing those people along and letting them have that whole experience that they don't always get. I know people that by the 1.5 old fashioned, they're toast. Now they can hear me. I'm right here.
I mean, I know you're howling, pal. Just to make sure. Just hold the mic. Hold the mic. Kara's loud. She's all right.
Jared's fine. No, there's a. I don't even know what I was saying. Forget it. It doesn't matter.
Oh, really? We got this. We got you set up.
I don't know what to do with my hands. So.
I think to add to what Kyle's talking about is people were getting bored of wanting to drink light and then you just handing them like a real light vodka soda with half of it. You know, they like the creativity of going to a cocktail bar where somebody put in some effort to make something really delicious for them, something they wouldn't make at home. And a lot of these low ABV cocktails are where bartenders are starting to shine. They're using ingredients, they're mixing it up. So people that don't want to drink a lot can still pay $14 and be satisfied like the rest of everybody. And that's,
There you have it.
you know, it's
As Dave just walked out.
good for everybody.
You went to the
He's
bathroom?
getting us tequilas.
Oh,
It's great because as soon as you mention low ABV, Dave's fucking out.
Right?
He's like, oh, all right.
Is that not
I'm gonna
trending?
grab some chartreuse.
All right, before Dave gets the chartreuse and whatnot, I'm gonna go throw this out to the audience.
Let's go to the audience
and see who's faded. Anybody have a question for Dave Newman, for any of these guys about cocktails? We have a lot of notable people in here.
Anybody paying attention?
Anybody?
Is any of the audience even paying attention?
The audience is
We're doing a
checking out
podcast.
wonderful.
Anybody?
We tell them to be quiet, but we tell them shut up. So you know. There's an opener.
No, I am.
Like I said, no, I am. You say yes, I am.
Like for real, my mom is micronese, like beetle nut and everything.
Oh, beetle nut all day, bro. Okay. Where's Freeze at? Don't be walking around. Freeze is still here. All right, I'm walking around.
Hey Dave, how long is 3 weeks?
We have Jane Nance here. Jane Nance, did you check out long ago? Are you snatching
That's
or anything
some
like that?
fast
Do you
math.
have any cocktail questions?
I was over here going like this.
We're just going to talk about
5, 6, 7.
the deadlift. Or he's
take
chewing.
my shoes off.
Jane Nance is chewing. Yeah. We have RJ here. RJ, do you have a question regarding drinking? RJ was one of the taste testers for the chicken sandwich demonstration, so he's back. RJ, anything?
Oh, we got a question. We had a question from the audience. Go ahead.
Yes, my tits are real.
Long Island.
Between you two, who makes it better old-fashioned? Dave or Ben?
Wait, Dave or who? Dave or who?
You go with the Micronesian.
Jarrah.
Who makes the better of all you guys? Who makes the better old fashioned? Who can say that can really be the guy?
What's in the old fashioned?
I think it's gin.
I will say this: cocktail always tastes better if somebody else makes it for you.
Yeah.
Well said. Wow. See? This is why he's a successful businessman. Well, don't worry. You're not the only one. Anyone else with a? Let's see. We have a lot of notable people here. Let's protrude, if that's a word.
It's a good question, and the answer is
We have a chef here.
Who's getting it to you faster?
We have a guy who cooks. Go figure cooking in 2020. Kaleo, do you have any questions for all those yahoos over there? Anything you have to say?
Dave. Who sells the most expensive?
For those of them that cook, what is their favorite cocktail to drink while
I
cooking?
didn't realize the mics were working in the room over.
Great question.
We weren't really talking.
Great question. They're all thinking among themselves right now. They're stumped right now.
What was
What
the
is-
next question?
what
Eric?
is-
We couldn't hear it.
Oh,
What's
see,
the
they're
next
already
question?
checked out. So, Kaleo, once again.
What is your favorite cocktail to drink while cooking? For those of you that cook.
Who's right? While cooking?
You guys cook over there?
Yeah, well, cooking.
Who-
Wine.
They're all confused. You stumped the. They're doing
No
tequila
bullshit.
shots over there, Kaleo.
Vermouth and tonic.
Do you guys get the question, Ben? What's going on?
Coors Light, guaranteed, nice and cold.
That's safe.
Mango,
All right.
white
No
claw.
AMFs, Fernet.
Mango White Claw.
Truly.
For the win.
We're gonna. RJ, we're gonna lose the audience with that question. But all right, I guess I will make my way back here.
I don't know who decided
I'll
to
make
put
my
all
way
of
back
us
here.
at a
Jane Nance is
table
still
with
chewing.
microphones. That was
Jane Nance is not talking about maxing out on deadlifts. You sure? Here you go. No, you're still chewing. Come on. Jesus. You CrossFit people.
Is he eating
Chew.
one of those delicious cupcakes?
Are you chewing beetle nut?
Jane Nance, are you chewing beetle nut? You are H94 block, bruh. That means Waipahu.
I like that. Like Jarrah's like doing her hair. Like, are you chewing beetle
All right,
nut? I want to get up in that.
Oh, we're doing.
You
Okay,
got
here we go.
some
We have a shot
spare.
here.
You got some
Here we are. Oh, is that what?
Cheers, cheers.
That's what was happening. Okay,
That's
well, we
why-
didn't do this. Here we
That's why
go.
we were laughing.
Drinking. This is some kind of violation on YouTube, right? Doing this. The beetle nut cocktail. I think that's you're onto something.
Well, I think this is.
Can you
I
get
think
on it?
this is very successful.
Well, there you have it, huh? Wasn't that something? Wasn't this a hoot, everyone? Any parting? Well, let's do this.
Don't say who.
Yeah, they say who. Yeah,
I just said it now. All right.
yeah, it's a hoot.
I don't know.
Parting words for each and every one of you. Anything that you want to say here? Anything you guys want to say in regards to Harrys Hardware? This man.
Can we plug Sunday?
Yeah, I think we
Yes,
should plug
thank
Sunday.
you.
I think we should
All right.
absolutely plug Sunday.
Let's do this on a
Yeah,
serious
let's do
note here.
this. On a serious note.
March 1st is Sunday.
Hey, so
that-
March 1st this Sunday over at Aloha Beer Company's Beer Garden from 4 to 9. We're going to be doing a benefit for Officer Kalama, Officer Enriquez. We're asking a small donation at the door, small donations for food and beer, and there's going to be all kinds bartenders there mixing old fashions. Please come out. Please show your support.
Right.
It's 100% of the proceeds are going directly to all of their kids.
Right. This is in the beer garden outside. This is the outside area.
Yeah, this is the outside area.
We should clearly be able to settle who makes the better old fashioned on Sunday.
Is everyone bartending Sunday?
Yep.
Well, Not anymore.
Does that sell anything to anyone right now? What type of what's the entertainment we're having? Do you have a lineup of what's going to happen here?
We got some live entertainment, and I also believe we got DJ Zach Morris.
Sorry, I forgot. And that's where we officially check out of this. I kind of forgot. Yes, I'm DJing this. Yes.
No, but for On the Real, Sunday the 1st, please come out.
4 to 9, be there.
4 to 9, Aloha Beer Garden, 700 Queen Street. Shoot!
Yes, that's going to be this Sunday, so let's shout out that. Shout out to everyone here. Shout out to Mr. Dave Newman.
How about it? At 808 Bartender.
The I Know Dave Instagram is still active, I think. So if you search around and you put, I don't even remember what it's called. Some fucker made it. And then it's a thing that celebrates this man. Shout out to the great surprise that is Jara.
Yay!
Shout out to Jara, right?
Never been said before.
Right. Right.
When you had a Micronesian.
Shout out Beetle Nut. Shout out Micronesian Mart. You know, that's still open. Shout out to, okay, so Kyle, I gotta say this. Before we give you a shout out, we all clap for you. How do you officially say your last name?
Like, you know the news source Reuters? Add an N. Reutner.
For all this time. Now, we saw this man at Creative Mornings. It's a thing that they have at the Entrepreneur Sandbox. He gave a great talk on investing. And when Ben and I attended this thing, he announces his last name as that. And for all these years, we thought it was Reutner. So mind blown. Kyle, once again, what's the last name?
Reutner.
Shit.
Kyle Reutner.
All right, nerd.
Too bad the crowd's checked out of this fucking conversation, huh? All right.
Running back.
How is there another shot here? I thought we had all the shots. What happened here? Who's filling up stuff? Oh, I didn't see the bottle. Daniel, what do you got? Parting words, Daniel. Anything that you have to say?
Everybody come out to Pint Digger as much as you can until they close.
Yes.
Support your local bartender.
Go,
Support your small business.
How about it? Check this man out, Ruth Chris. Ruth Chris Restaurant Row. Calamari for the win. I gotta say, the biggest plate of calamari any place on the island. Calamari. All you calamari fans, fuck it. You guys aren't? I am. Lord. What? Is it a calamari joke? What do you have here? Really?
Yeah.
Go for it. Let's go.
What do you call a gay squid? Calamari. Yeah. That's terrible. That is terrible.
Shout out our sponsors. Before we get out of here, let's go with let's shout out Harrys Hardware.
Let's do this again.
Oh, we're doing this every week. Let's shout out to the cupcakes that are available. They're the Fernet chocolate cupcakes. It's a kind company. Aloha Beer Company, Highbrow Room. You guys got free cupcakes here, all right? Yeah. Shout out to the people that probably have checked out at this point. DJ Freeze is still here, hopefully. Shout out Freeze. Shout out KO on the boards. Shout out J-Nad, still chewing. Shout out everyone here. And we're going to do this all.
He's still chewing.
Are you still chewing, really? Is that your AMRAP or something, J-Nad? Chewing for the win or something?
Are you supposed to be taking pictures?
Jesus. Yo, aren't you the social media director here? What are you doing? Yo, let's check the IG stories, all right.
Close it up, let's get out.
All right, before I go yell at J-Nads off camera. Good night, everyone. We'll see you.